Hi, and welcome back to week 3 of our Nature Spirit project. Thank you so much for joining in, and thank you to all the amazing young artists of Longford who have sent work in over the last 2 weeks. It's been amazing and we really appreciate your support. This week we're going to be doing rockets, bees and butterflies, and we're going to be using stuff from your weekly shop, things that might be lying around the house to make it easier for you. So we hope you enjoy.
So with Susie's watchful eye looking after me, I think we're ready to start. And I have my table all set up here. So what I'm going to do first is the background of our night sky and rocket ship. So I've just basically mixed some light blue into purple to make a nice night sky colour. You can also make purple out of blue and red and then mix it with some blue. But it's easy enough to get those colours pre-mixed in shops. So basically I start with a nice thick paint at the top, and then I just water it down by dipping my brush into water, making the paint waterier as it goes. And if you keep doing that, then it gets a bit brighter towards the bottom of the page. It'll look nice for the night sky. Then after I'm finished painting that, I got some bubble wrap here, but you can use cling film like I did in the first video, or you can use a plastic bag that you're not going to recycle, and just leave it there to dry. And then once it's dried, you can just lift it off. I did the bubble wrap because it gives you nice bubbles, but any kind of effect is nice. Then I just got an old cardboard piece from a packet of apples, and I cut out like this shape here for the rocket. And I found these kind of little legs at the bottom of an old box, which I thought were perfect for the little legs of the rocket ship. But if you don't have that, then you can basically draw out an L shape, like a fat L, and then cut that out. I use tinfoil for like the smoke of the blast off. So basically you just do these like little twirly curls here. I did 3 of them, and then you basically just cut them out. I did a circle for the window of the spaceship as well. Just be careful drawing onto the tinfoil because it breaks really easily when you draw on it, so you have to draw on it really lightly. So be careful with the scissors as well. Cut it out. And once you've got that cut out, then I just kind of got the right shape for that. And then once I had that cut out, I got like a piece of paper and just drew the outside, on the outside of the tinfoil circle that I've already done, but making sure that it's bigger because it's going to be behind and you're going to be able to see it. Then you cut that out. So I'm just seeing if that fits okay with the rocket there, which is perfect. You can make it your own, you can make loads of windows or do whatever you want for this. I just cut out some of the milk carton because I really liked the little the champion bow on it. That was really cute. So I cut this part out, and then when I've that done, I just get the rocket shape and I just get a marker. And if you're maybe if you want, you can make a couple of rockets, and at this point you can use that rocket shape to make another shaped rocket, you know, out of more paper. But I just wanted to use this as the outside of the rocket. So I cut this out, and then I see what I'm doing with the tape. It's just a really easy trick. I did it for the legs as well. We can just roll up the tape and then leave it on. It's really handy. Now it might necessarily stay on as long as sellotape or blue tack, but it'll last for a really long time. And then you just stick it on. Then once I've all that glued down, I'll just get some black paint and just do like the line of the land the whole way across the bottom. Then I just got the centre part of the egg carton. We always break these cartons up and put them into the compost bin. So even if you are composting those, you can just wash the paint off when you're finished, and it's still okay to compost. So I just dipped them into the yellow paint. And it's just another fun way to do it. You could do it with your finger as well. And then you can draw in stars as well. I do that after this. Draw in stars as well. And then I just used the arch of this. I mean, I was looking for something that was kind of arch shaped, and I just decided to use this for the moon. Just deciding where to put it now. But also a good idea is to use maybe yogurt pots or anything else that's kind of circular, and then half them. So I get my tape and I glue on my rocket chip. And then I get my cutout pieces of tin foil that I'm using, and I just stick them all along the bottoms You don't have to use curls, you can just use straight strips of tinfoil either if you want to. So then when I have that done, I just get some orange and yellow paint, and I've already painted in the stars there, and then I just paint in on top of the rocket and around it, just at the tops and towards the sides, and at the very bottom where the smoke might be coming out. And it looks really, really effective. And that's your rocket ship. So next I'm going to do a bee, the bees, and I just draw out my tree first. So I just use some purple paint here, but you can do it with crayon or pencils. And then I just draw in the shape of a honeycomb, or a hive. So even if you just draw a large kind of droopy circle, it looks pretty good like that, you know. And it doesn't have to be an absolutely perfect shape. I get the netting from a packet of limes we had, and I basically just stretch that out over the paper. Now you could probably tape it on, but I just use my hand, and then I get like some orange paint, so by mixing red and yellow, and then I just dab it on over where I've drawn the hive. Now for the bees, I just found some, and everyone has these, they're just the barcode. I just draw a circle shape with 2 lines in the middle and the wings coming out, and then a head at the top. Put a little smiley. And then I cut that out. And then I just paint some yellow paint into it. Now, that's a very stripy bee. Usually bees only have one black stripe, but you know. And then another way to do the bees, I got some, this was from another packet of fruit we had, just this black cardboard, and on the flip side of it I drew in the circle shape of the bee with the 2 wings with a marker. There's a little head. I'll just show you the shape I'm doing. And then I do 2 wings. And then I cut that out. Oh, there's a bee. Now, I hope you can hear that. So next, then I get the netting from a packet of lemons that we had. And I basically just cut the ends off them, because we're going to use them for the stripes of the bee. So then I just wrap them round the bee. And I get some tape, and I grab one end and then just join them at the back. Then get the tape and stick it on. And that's it. And you can do that 3 times over around the bee, and it makes for a really nice bee. And then I just got another barcode here from the same milk carton, and I draw out another bee from that as well, and I cut it out and then I paint over it like I did with the other one. It's really nice, and they end up being like really cute little bees. So then I just go and I draw my little circle onto the hive, and then I just draw some lines just at the sides there. And then I just add a little branch there. So I continue on with the outline, and I just do a quick outline of the trees. I draw in the branches, and I just do an outline of the tree trunk then, just to define what I've already painted. But it gives you less pressure when you're actually painting then, because you can like define it properly later when you're fully finished. Then I just get some green paint. You can use your finger, I used a brush or a sponge or whatever you'd like, and to fill it in to make it look all summery. And then once you've done that, I added in some orange. I just painted in some orange just to fill up the page with colour, to finish off the picture before I stick on my bees. And then after I'm finished that and I let the paint dry, I just get an orange marker and I draw on just a couple of little lines and designs, and then I stick on the bees, and there you have it. Our bees. So I've always really enjoyed doing this. This is really great. So it only really happens when it's sunny. But if you get a page, I just got some jars there to keep the page down because it's quite windy, or just a little bit breezy, more like, not windy. But basically what I do is I get some paint, I get my brush, and I paint in the shades of the shade of the tree. It's really fun and it's really exciting because you don't have to do it any particular way. You can just slap on the paint. Basically all you're doing is covering up the shapes of the trees, and it's really fun when it starts moving like this because you feel a little bit under pressure because it keeps changing, but then the wind dies down again, gives you some peace. So then I just keep going like this. I used like a couple of different colours, so I did the really some of the more intense colours like purple and orange. It always turns out, because it changes a lot, so I wouldn't get too caught up on making it look exactly like the initial shading you've done, because the sun is constantly moving, so the shade of the trees is going to be different on the page even after a couple of minutes. So I wouldn't get too worried about not having it exactly like what you're seeing the first couple of minutes. So things get a little bit carried away and a little bit funky looking. But that's what's great about it. It's quite... This could be possibly your first abstract painting. So then I just get a marker, and you can use any colour really. I just use black. And you just outline the marks you've made. Once the paint is dry, you can outline the marks you've made on the page. and this is super relaxing. And it doesn't have to particularly look like anything, because it doesn't. But it just makes you aware of the shadows and how fast the sun moves along. And there you have it. Next, I'm just going to do a really quick and easy background for the butterflies. I just add orange, and some of it is watery and some of it is thicker paint. I guess this exercise is good just to get used to, I know my video is sped up there, but getting used to not being afraid to really attack the page with paint, you know, and just filling it. So if you have it nice and watery, then it's a great background. Or you can do, so once I have that done, then I just do some like nice designs for the butterfly. That's why I've chosen purple, greens and yellows. But you can really choose anything, and you can do polka dots or whatever you want here. Or you can have it plain and then draw on the butterflies. I'll show you how I do the butterflies now in a second. But you can have it plain and then colour them in after you've gotten them drawn in, whichever you want. So then I just do a circle shape. So you can use a cup or you can use a yogurt jar, anything for the circle. Just do the body, and then I just draw on the wings. Now you can get really caught up on making sure the wings are the perfect size and they're completely symmetrical, which is great fun as well, but I have just drawn them on. So again, it's just the circle, body and wings. Then once I have them drawn, I just cut them out. I've drawn on little antennae as well there. So this background will be dry by now, and if it's not you can wait, but then I just start to draw on some grass. And don't be afraid to go all the way up over halfway over the page to fill it up. I've used all different colours, but of course you can do your greens. And then I do a flower. So I just do a line and a circle, and then I do all the little circles around it. A little smiley face. And some leaves. So I just kind of do those strokes again the whole way over the page. Again, not being afraid to just take over the page with them. You can even cover the page with them because butterflies are usually in the middle of this scene. There you have it. So then I cut out my little circles the same way I did for the rocket ship, and I just cut out little strips of tin foil here as well, and I get some glue stick and stick them on. Then I just draw little circles and I just do little designs, and we found little buttons and we stuck them on as well for the eyes, and I did a little face. And then when you finish that, I did like an outline of the body again, and I bent over the wings from the body, and then I just glued on the body. And there you go, we have our butterflies.
So that's the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope that you have great crack now this week out in the sunshine, wearing lots of sunscreen hopefully, doing your art. And I can't wait to see what you do and your versions of everything I've done today. I really look forward to it. So thanks a million, and if you have any queries at all, please don't hesitate to contact me or Longford Library Services on Facebook or through the email. All the information anyway is available just underneath or on the post. Alright, so thanks a million. Bye!